The wedding of Diana's parents, Johnny and Frances Spencer, was the social event of 1954. Their first home was here at Park House, in the grounds of the Queen's own Sandringham estate, where in 1961 Diana was born.
When I look back to life at Park House, I do think to myself what a wonderful, free and easy life we had. Always, I remember just laughter and jokes. Diana was a real tease. She loved to eat. She'd go into the kitchen and she'd chatter away to the staff and cajole them into giving her this and giving her that.
Just a happy little girl. I mean, all those children were full of fun. And she was 3 years older than her little brother, and her two sisters were rather more than that older than her, so she did have a little bit of an older sister or a motherly way that she looked after Charles, and it was very endearing.
Diana mostly enjoyed going to the beach, and when we got to the beach hut, Diana would be rushing around, setting everything up, getting the water on so that we could all have a drink. They would have competitions to see who could take off from the top and jump the furthest down. Some of them used to roll the whole way down. They would wander around collecting shells. It was very carefree time.
When she was 7, Diana's parents divorced. Her father won custody of the children. For the rest of her childhood, Diana shuttled between the homes of her estranged parents. In recent years, much has been made of Diana's childhood unhappiness. When her marriage to Prince Charles broke down, his friends told writers that Diana's behavior suggested a serious mental illness, one that had begun with her parents' divorce and had later ruined her marriage. One writer who has received many briefings about Diana's behavior from Prince Charles's circle is Penny Junor.
I believe that Diana was suffering from a severe psychological disorder, and I think that she had this disorder when she went into the relationship. I think she had it, she developed it as a child.
But those who knew Diana at the time tell a different story. Her parents' divorce was acrimonious, but she knew none of the details. And afterwards she saw a lot of both her mother and her father.
Well, of course, any divorce is bound to affect children. I don't think it affected Johnny and Frances' children any more or any less than any others. After all, they were not particularly short of cash. They had two loving parents, and despite the parents being divorced, were as happy as could be expected.
Diana's childhood was extremely happy, contrary to so many versions.
I did not notice any way that the instability which she showed later started in her childhood. No, definitely not. I'd certainly never noticed it.
In the security of her own home, she became very extrovert, more or less to the point of showing off, particularly in skills that she knew she had, such as her swimming. She'd run to the top of the slide and stand there poised, and she was beautiful and slim, and shout to everyone, "Look at me, look at me."
Diana was not academic, but she was talented at music, swimming and dance.
Diana was popular at school. She was part of a very big group who were very lively, full of fun. Diana certainly wasn't the leader of the group, but neither was she just a hanger-on. There was no one leader. They were all headstrong, very lively girls.
In 1975, Diana's grandfather died, so she inherited a title.
She rushed along the corridor with her dressing gown billowing out behind her, saying, I'm Lady Diana. She was so excited.